Greetings everybody. I'd like to share some confusing developments that happened with my unemployment appeal involving notices and letters, in case it happens to anybody else out there. Way back in August, shortly after I filed my appeal, I received an acknowledgement welcome letter from the appeals office. It was issued on August 24th, 2022, and said that I had been identified as a party on an appeal. That's not the confusing part. The confusing part is that 4 months later, on December 28th, 2022, they generated and uploaded the same letter, but it was addressed to my previous employer. So what confused me is, why would they wait 4 months to send the employer the letter? It got me wondering if there was a new case or a new issue going on. Because you see, my appeal is about EDD saying and classifying me as not being able and available to work because I had gone out of the country for 13 days. And so I figured that my previous employer has nothing to do with that, since the case is just about whether or not I'm in the country and available to work. And when I finally received my hearing notice, meaning the notice that says when my hearing will be, only myself and EDD were listed as parties. So again, I wondered, why did the appeals office generate that letter to identify my previous employer as a party as well, and why did they wait so long to do that? Of course, I called the appeals office and they said that they were going to look into it. About a week and a half later, they uploaded an amended hearing notice, this time with all 3 of us listed as parties: myself, my previous employer, and EDD. But the issue thankfully remained the same. That is, there appears to be no other issue that I'll have to argue for or against, other than the one about whether or not I'm able and available to work. But just in case it happens, I have prepared arguments for why I should be eligible for unemployment, in case my previous employer joins in and wants to argue against me receiving benefits. So there you have it. If you experience something similar to this, now you know that it happened to somebody else too. My hearing is in about 8 days, after waiting 5 months for it. I'll post a follow-up video to share how it went and whether or not my previous employer and EDD representatives were on the call as well.